The story that we're taught in grade school is kind of the Pilgrims come over on the Mayflower, and they see the Native Americans there, and they make peace, and then they have the Thanksgiving. Is there some truth to that?
Yeah, there's some truth to that. So, the idea of a first Thanksgiving is a little bit dodgy if you mean by that sort of a formal day of Thanksgiving that the Pilgrims understood in such terms. What happens, and there's really only one source that documents this. There's one letter written by a Mayflower passenger.
Wow.
By a man named Edward Winslow. And Winslow writes that, after they had gotten in a good harvest in the late summer, early fall of 1621, the governor of the colony decided that they should, after a more special manner, rejoice together. And so he sent some men out to shoot fowl, as the letter says, and they had a lot of success. They shot a lot of ducks, geese, maybe turkey, because Bradford does mention that there were turkey in the area. And they shot enough to feed themselves for a whole week. And they had recreations. In other words, they did things to have fun, including firing their guns. So they probably had shooting contests of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, it's just the colonists. But the Wampanoags hear the colonists firing their guns, and they send 90 men to see what's going on. Maybe, they have made this alliance with the Pilgrims. Maybe they're wanting to see if their new allies are under attack. Maybe they want to see if they're up to no good. We don't really know.
Yeah.
And when Usamiquin and his men show up, he sends some of his men to shoot deer. They're also very successful. Game must have been very abundant around there in 1621.
Right.
And then they feasted together for a few days. And I think in a way it sort of cemented this alliance. And according to Winslow's letter, the two peoples, sort of enjoyed the moment. I'm sure they were still wary of each other, but it was a good time for both sides. So that doesn't really accord with what you probably learned in elementary school. It's not as if the two peoples decided to have a Thanksgiving feast together. It sort of just happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think it's much better to be feasting together than fighting each other.
Right. Yeah.
And so there is something worth holding on to out of that moment.
Yeah. No. That's fairly close to the story I learned. So that's nice to hear that. I got some accuracy maybe. And maybe even they ate turkey. That's awesome.
Yeah. No cranberries or pumpkin pie though.
Right. No canned cranberries for them, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's great. And then I guess how did this kind of, turn into a holiday then? Did it happen every year after that, or what's the story on that?
So the Pilgrims, they would really not have liked the idea of having a set annual day of Thanksgiving. Their style was.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. This is my dog, Murphy, and these are dog treats. Now I'll give Murphy one of these dog treats, and all you have to do is press the like button. Just press that little like button right down there at the bottom of this video, and this sweet, adorable, cute little puppy gets a treat. All thanks to you. Alright, you did it? Okay, I believe you. You said you did it. There you go, Murph. She got that treat because of you. Now, I'll eat one of these treats, and all you have to do is click that subscribe button right there, pointing to it. Just click that subscribe button, subscribe to Curiosityness with me, Travis DeRose. Get lots of good video, and I'll eat this treat. All right, you did that too? That's not very good. For real, not very good.